Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about the Pentax 67 or 6x7, and I just bought it used and I have to return it because there are a few things that are wrong with this thing. So I want you guys to know what to look for when buying this camera. There are tons and tons of reviews out there that will tell you how to use it, so I'm not going to go through all that. But here's a little comparison actually compared to a 35mm. This is a Fed 3, it's a full frame camera, and you can see that it is massively smaller. This is just such a beast. So let's get to what's the problem with this thing. And if you want to see more of these videos, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the like button if you like it. Obviously check the obvious, if there's no bend or anything like that. There is a big dent here on the lens, which wasn't described in the description, so that was one downer here. And before taking off the prism, you need to remove the lens. Absolutely, otherwise you might break it. All right, so you want to check inside if all the dampeners are in also. I'll show you a photo of it afterwards, but there's supposed to be dampers in here so the mirror doesn't slam too hard. That is off. You can just press those two buttons here and you just hear the click and take it off. Apparently if you don't do that, you might break the chain that is here. And I've seen a video of a guy replacing the chain. It is a nightmare. I think the video is about 2 hours long. And you want to check if the foam seals are in place. And in this case I had to replace them. So I did some DIY on my own, but it works. I've taken some shots with it, and so far so good. So you want to check the inside if there's anything wrong with it or not. And for me, the problem that I have, so you click here, press it down to open it up. For me, the problem that I have, and I didn't notice it right off the bat, is the wheel on the left is really tough to turn. So it makes it hard for the film to advance, and even just having it in, because just the resistance is too strong here. I'll show you what it's supposed to be like. I bought this from Japan and I had a nice surprise of 150 euros extra on tax. All right, so now it is in, and it's supposed to be super smooth like that. All right, that's how it's supposed to be. And I've seen online what people do. They have to take this top part off and screw this and screw this. And it's not crazy hard, but I just don't want to have to deal with that. And it is a bit time consuming, obviously, and I don't want to break anything. The other thing that you want to do is check if the shutter works properly. But what you want to do is press this, turn it anti-clockwise, and then at the same time close. So you have to go past 0. You have to trick the camera to think that it is armed. So what you want to do is do this, go past the 0 mark, close it. Oof, still good. Like that. And you can see here, I'm on number 1. So now if you're arming it, it should feel like it's arming, and you should be able to take a photo. But with mine here, I cannot take the photo. So that's one thing to look at. If you cannot do that with the camera, there might be something wrong with it. And the battery check is here, so make sure that the battery is on, because otherwise it would not trigger without the battery in. And also, once you've done this and arm it, you can reopen the back and fire the camera and see if the shutter and the curtain, everything is working properly. So those were my two problems. The wheel not spinning properly, not smoothly, and the camera actually not taking photos. And to put it back in, just do the same. Here, 2 little clicks. Put the lens back in where it's supposed to be. And voila, if you want to have it on manual. So you want to check the other seals. And you're supposed to have a seal here. And then I think one over here. I'll put a little map of where the seal is supposed to be. And obviously I did it wrong. I put the seals all along here, which I'm not supposed to do, but I'm guessing it does the same job as having the seal in this small crack down here. And just for size comparison, this is the Fujica GS645, and it is a very, very small and compact camera because it has a retractable lens system. And also it uses a smaller portion of the film. It's a 6 by 4.5 rather than 6 by 7 like the Pentax. So you still get a medium format, but in a very compact format. And to put it in perspective, the Fujica is almost as heavy as just the lens of the Pentax, the 105. It is around 600 grams, which is what the lens weighs, I think. The whole package of the Pentax with the 105 is around 2.2 kilo. And I don't think people realize how big this camera is. So I'm going to show you some side-by-side comparison with normal cameras and different cameras and different sensor size, so you can get an idea of how big this thing is. But the best obviously would be to go in the store and try one out, because I can promise you that you'll be shocked by how big this thing is. And my model right now does not have the wooden handle that people love, and it is really useful because the way this camera is made, there's no grip on the right or the left, which makes it really hard to hold without it. So other than the Canon 1DX series or the Nikon D3 or D4, D5 series, not many cameras will be bigger than this Pentax one. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, subscribe to my channel, please. That will help me out a lot, making more videos like this one. And also like, share, do whatever you want with it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And let me know in the comments below if you have any more questions. Just remember, when you're buying used cameras like these ones, the old ones, you want to make sure that they're in top shape